Hey traders, hope everybody is surviving the carnage that is the stock market these days. Today was a good example as to why I don't like to buy dips. I did a post last week, I think it was last week, about dip buying, and I'm not that I'm not that good, I guess, at switching from bearish to bullish mode when every signal that I have is screaming bearish. I'm just not that good at picking a bottom, loading up on a bunch of stocks, and then timing that exit before we have either a retest or new lows. And that ultimately is the question that I think we need to concern ourselves with is this a retest, or is this something that's going to turn into a lot severe? Because right now, it's funny because I just did a post last night, and you've got gold and silver going up, crude selling off pretty significantly today, and of course, the carnage that's in the regular markets that was pretty severe. Although it felt quite tame, maybe we're just getting used to. Sorry, I'm just trying to find out where I have these charts here. Maybe we're just getting used to these 400 or 500 point swings. But when you look at the weekly chart on the NASDAQ and you look at the RSI, which has been exhibiting lower highs and lower lows for a while, since all of this year, I really would have a hard time believing that this doesn't make it down into the below 30 after everything that we've gone through. I think at the very least, it's a given that that's where we're going. Maybe we bounce a little bit. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But I did cover half of my ETFs today. And so, I'm not gonna get greedy and just assume that we're going down. But I would really, and I don't know what four or five more points in the RSI down would equate to in terms of points on the NASDAQ, but it would be difficult to sit through if you're long. So here you've got the NASDAQ is this almost at a retest. You do have some positive divergence on the RSI on the 60-minute chart. The Dow still has a little bit of ways to go, and the TSX, which I don't have here, it's got a lot of ways to go if it's going to go down and retest those lows. I didn't trim any of my TSX. I only trimmed my diamonds and spiders shorts today. And let's see here. I think what I wanted to show you on this chart is how we've been in this bearish phase in this RSI here. This is the daily chart of the NASDAQ, and I think that if we do have any kind of bounce, whether we go up and fill this gap or whatnot, I really believe that it's going to be capped at the 60 level in the RSI. I think that the unstable state of the markets, which I'll really show you in the next chart here, we've gotten quite a bit of distribution going on. It just seems like every day that the market goes down, it's on higher volume, and every day that the market goes up, it's on lower volume. We've had one accumulation day, and it might be hard to see unless you maximize this chart, in early April. Almost every down day except for one has been a distribution day, and then all of these up days have been on lower volume than the previous day. So this last chart here that I wanted to show you, and this is really fuzzy, but to really illustrate this point, I had to stretch it out on a daily chart, and it just shows you the level of volatility in terms of up volume and down volume that we didn't even experience in '08. Now, I don't know what that says. I don't know if this is kind of like pre-crash activity. Yeah, I said it, crash. As if, a crash these days would be like 2,000 points. But this is very serious, how we're higher volatility in 2000.